Hey guys, for the third video in my 6-star Justification series, we have Julie, the Water Pierret. Now, I love this monster. She's always been one of my favorite monsters. Ever since I pulled her super early in this game. I believe she was my second or third 6-star. I'm trying to remember. I couldn't remember if she was my second or third 6-star. And I absolutely loved her. I used her way back when with Lucian. That is a combo. Didn't even have an armor breaker or anything like that. It was like Bernard, or I think it was like maybe even Megan, Lucian, Julie, someone like it was a really weird defense. But it was like, oh, Julie's so awesome. She's so good. Uh, Unfortunately, I did not understand how good Julie actually was. Now, let's take a look at her skills before we get into that. Alright, so her skills, she's got attack by throwing two cards, each having a 50% chance to remove a beneficial effect. So we don't get any harmful effect chance up on that. So a 50% chance of 2 times, but damage goes up pretty good amount, so that's not bad. Our second skill attacks the magic card and freeze the enemy for 1 turn with 80% chance, and that does go up to 100% chance with skill up. So, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown, and this does hit very hard. So it's a hard-hitting skill. And then we got 1,000 shots, throws numerous cards to attack all enemies, attacks 6 times when this attack is used at full HP, and it's only got 2 skill ups and is reusable in 4 turns. Now, with that skill saying at full HP, that means she'll only shoot 6 at 4 HP. But what happens is she shoots between 4 and 6 if she's not at full HP. So she used to just shoot between 4 and 6 at random, and you never really knew what was going to happen. And so they changed her up a little bit to give you that guaranteed 6 turns when she's at full HP. All right, and then her leader skill is accuracy, which doesn't really help out, but it's not bad to have. So it's not the worst thing in the world. All right, now, these are the runes I have her on. I have her on Will, Broken. All right, so what I have her as is speed. I have her crit damage, and I have her attack. Now, if we go back and look at her stats, she's got plus 1,000 attack, 148 crit damage, 83 crit, and 168 speed. So why is that important? Well, what I mainly use her is my AoE nuker for water. So I use her in conjunction with my Soha, who has a 40% leader skill for water monsters, so that makes my Julie hit even harder. Or I also use her with a June or a Mir, depending on what the other person's using, if I want to use my Tiana for that fight. So I use her in a bunch of different ways. I used to use her as my Famon farmer probably for, let's see, maybe 7-8 months she was my Famon farmer. She used to be Vamp Revenge, speed, crit damage, attack, and she used to farm Famon under a minute. So very, very effective farmer if you want to build her like that, like if you have one sitting at 6-star in your storage. But I really, really like her as a nuker. And we're going to get into that a little bit here in a second. But the main thing we can do with Julie is that she is basically like a water Lucian. Now, the problem is you have to have someone like a Galleon to pair her with. So you have to have that AoE armor break and the attack buff for Julie to really shine. But once you get that, she's a very strong nuker. And we're going to head into the arena and show you why. Alright, so right now it's reset week, so we should be fighting predominantly higher people. But, like, this is a team right here that I can use my Soha and Julie combo against. So what's going to happen once we get into this game is we're going to see that Chloe shields. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and just remove that with Tiana. Yes, I know Tiana's OP. We're going to go ahead and do that with Galleon. So we did not get Theo. So we're going to slow this down to 1. So we're going to show off 1,000 shots here. We're going to click on Chloe to make sure we get our crit on the first one. And then what I want you to see is I want you to see how much it's hitting for. Remember, she's at full HP, so it's going to hit 6 times. So it's hitting for 5.2, 5.3. So if we do the math real quick, so let's just say it's 5.2. So if we do that times 6, that means she's hitting for 5 times 6 is 30. And then the 6 and 2, so she's like 31.2. So 31,200 damage. That's pretty solid for AoE water nuker. that's going to kill, as it did, killed Veramos, killed Chloe. That's going to kill a lot of the lower people stuff. And then I have my secondary nuker, which is my Soha, ready to go. Because Theo has not procced yet, we're going to use Soul Snatcher, try to proc Theo, which we didn't do, of course, because we didn't get a crit, which means Soha is probably going to die. That's fine. Let's just Storm Midnight. Let's just get through the rest of this game real quick. I'll see if we can get that on him. Alright, so we'll just slow it down. We'll go ahead and freeze Theo. But we'll show off Julie's freeze. So attack buff, armor break on Theo. Of course, she didn't crit. 12,000. Let's remove his endure. And let's go ahead and kill him. So, it's a very, very fast clear for me using Julie. But let's see what else we got on here. See what else we can clear. Alright, so this is another team that I'd use Julie for. Because we got a couple water monsters. We got a fire monster. Dark monster doesn't matter. But with Tiana, it just lets them go first. So, okay, or not. So we get to go first. We're just going to go ahead, speed up. We're in time to loot. And we're going to go ahead and 1,000 shots. And as you can see, I can clean up a team really, really fast using Julie. I call Julie Budget Alicia because Alicia is the stronger version of Julie because she brings the leader skill herself and it's for everyone. Yeah, I can't Julie that. I can't Julie that. Uh-oh, I see red. That might. How many wings do I have? I have 2 wings. Is that an alpha? All right. Solarizard's going to make a appearance on it. So this is another team. Even though it's got the Orion, we're still going to try it. The Orion could always make us fail, depending on how fast it is. If my Tiana outspeeds it, we don't have a problem, but it doesn't look like Tiana's going to outspeed it. Okay, we didn't get any of our will runes removed. Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice the Camilla there. Well, this is not going to go well. The nice thing, though, is I believe, which we'll be able to test on Camilla. Am I still running at 2 speed? Okay. So we're going to test this on this Camilla. We're going to see if armor break drops off before all 6 shots are done. So let's see. So yes, it did. So armor break did drop off before all 6 shots were done. Let's go ahead and do that. Pop him. Keep just pushing in damage to Camilla. It's not a tank Camilla, which probably would have lost me this game very easily. Oh, Julie died. Let's just push him back. Let's go for our big pop here. Let's just kill Theo. Of course, I'm showing off the monster and it dies. Yes, I know you're not going to land anything. Don't kill Soha. That'd be super annoying. Tower going to kill Soha. Come on, Galleon. Go, Galleon. Come on. Push that attack bar back. Oh, I think she just beat me with the solo Camilla. Because Julie got owned. Julie probably would have been able to help me kill that Camilla. But, oh well. That's what happens with Theo attacks. So, again, not the best vision there, but oh well, it happens. Alright, so let's see what Solarizard's running. Can I Julie it? Maybe. We're about to find out, aren't we? That Praha's faster than my Tiana, it might be in trouble. Which it probably is. As long as actually, you know what? As long as it doesn't stun Tiana, I'm okay. Okay, it derped. Alright, so let's go ahead and Winds of Change. Let's go ahead, Galleon up. We get everyone, even with the resistance leader. I'm not a fan of resistance leaders. They don't seem to work that well. Alright, Julie's going to go. And almost wipe the whole board. And then Soha cleans up. So, that's why I like Julie so much as an arena nuker, is that she offers that just strong ability. Also, Solarizard, that's a good defense. I don't think that's your real defense, although I don't think I've ever fought you before. So this is half an Arena Guildie Battle. But the biggest thing with Julie is she just has that nuke on that 3rd skill, which just makes things go faster. Now, the other place I use my Julie in. Alright, let's remove all those. Let's put her, doesn't matter, there, oops. Verd. And can't be that far down. Spectra. So this is my safe Dragons team that I run. Now, I was running a team when Julie was Vamp Revenge with Galleon, Verd, Hua, Spectra, and it was working pretty well because Julie had about like 50% accuracy, and she's actually removed the Dragon's buff quite a bit with that first skill. But since I'm using an Arena, I had every skill up on her except for that second skill, but since I'm using the Arena now, I wanted to skill up that second skill. So I made sure that I got that second skill completely done. Because it hits pretty hard. I don't really think I got to see it. There's 13k non-crit. It's about 26k crit. On Theos, it's 32k crit. And of course, Spectra would do this to me. I say this is my safe run, and Spectra gets owned at Zyros. Well, it happens. It still should be fine. Unless this is like the one run where RNG just hates me. We will see. See, like right there, Julie only did 4 shots of her third skill because she wasn't at max HP. So that's why it's pretty important if you're using her as a nuker. You either make sure you get first turn, or you do what I do is you add some shield sets and some will sets to make sure she doesn't get attacked before she can go, because you're just taking that chance where that she's not gonna. Oh, I know why. I think the last time I did Dragons on this account, I'm like, what's going on? Why are we attacking the tower? I think the last time we did Dragons on this account was showing off different free-to-play teams, or just different tower teams. So without Spectra, this run obviously is going to be way slower than it normally would be. It's normally around 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes. So it'll probably be closer to that 3-minute range, I would guess, because Spectra died so early. Spectra normally dies against the boss, like around this stage of the boss's health. And at that point, already got slow in the tower, already good to go. But, I mean, Dragons can do that sometimes. You can have a team, you're like, oh, this is 100% successful. And then you fail 3 times in a row just because of really weird RNG, like right there. Both crystals going right before Zyros resetting and me not cutting in between at all. So, it happens. But back on Julie, like right here, this is why I didn't have that second skill max, because Julie only uses her first skill like once in a while. So then it makes, basically I'm relying back on Bella to be the only armor breaker. And buff remover. Or she'll, her skills very rarely, for me, line up for her to be the only buff remover. Because like right here, I didn't get it. We saw the resistance, so we did get the 1 resistance there. But I also use her in Dragons as well as just this build. If I was ideally going to build her for Giants or Dragons, I'd probably build her Vamp or Violent Revenge. Just because the Revenge, the Dragon attacks, you get the debuff off. Vamp, you self-sustain. So, yeah, like right there is 307. So not the best time, but he also died early. But that's why I really, really like this unit. I think she's a great unit. Now, if you're thinking of building her, who she could replace in your team. So if you don't have an Alicia, I think she's the second best water nuker in the game. Sigmaris, very close second, or third, I mean, as far as the AoE goes. I think his AoE is very, very strong. I just like my Julie. I already had her max skills, because from way back in the game, I think I fed her some Devil Mons, but a lot of it's been just the Pierrets I've gotten over the almost 2 years. I think I've been playing this game now, 1.5 years I've been playing this game. So I've gotten a lot of Pierrets, fed them all to Julie, and she's done very, very well. So for me, great unit, very, very strong, and I really like it. The other thing is, I just remembered this while I was like halfway through the video. Who I just hit, Solarizard. I'm going to leave his name right there. He just started up a YouTube channel. It's in Spanish, so if you speak Spanish and looking for a YouTuber that has some pretty cool just content, like some Guild Wars and stuff like that, or stuff about raids and everything like that, check his channel out. It looks really good. I unfortunately don't speak Spanish, so I don't understand it, but I just like watching his videos just to see what teams he's using. So But back to Jule, she's a good unit. If you're looking for that AoE water nuker, I think she's a great option. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.